Welcome back to my channel. This is Betty, owner and creator of Betty's Custom Designs here on YouTube, Etsy, Facebook, and Instagram. I just figured I would bring you along as I decorate or finish up these 3 journals that will soon be listed in my Etsy store. It is very early on a Saturday morning. It's about 6:30 in the morning, but I couldn't sleep because I knew I had to get these done. So I figured it was best to just go ahead and get them done and get it over with, because I stress when I have stuff to do. So let's finish this one. This is the Dusty Rose journal that we had worked on here. And I had, I think on the last video, what I'd done was this pocket here. So what I need to do is I need to find something to go here as a closure. I put this is a little side pocket here. I don't know if you can see, but that's a side pocket. And then this opens for journaling space. And then this is a tuck. And we have journaling space. And then this is a belly band. And it opens up. So I just need to finish embellishing this, how I'm going to do it. So I have all of that stuff done. I still have to do the elastic. So let's just get busy. Now, I am not sure what I want to do for my closure here. Just trying to look and see if I have like some kind of fussy cut that I can use or something like that, because I need something for this too. And I thought I had everything right here with me. I'm going to pause the video for just a moment because I'm going to grab something. Okay, I am back. I just grabbed, now I don't know what I've done with my glasses. Isn't that lovely? We will try this without my glasses. Oh, Lordy. Oh, I found them. Okay, so I just grabbed some of these printables here because what I'm going to do is fussy cut one of these. I think I got these flowers from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. And I think I'm going to fussy cut out one of the flowers that matches. And then I will back it so that it'll be nice and thick. I'm thinking that one right there. And I'm going to use that as my, my little tab. Try and keep you guys on camera. And let me tell you, that is harder than you think. It's trying to stay on camera while doing, you know, the work, and you get used to having your stuff in one spot. Yeah, so what all big plans does everybody have for the weekend? Are you going to be crafting or relaxing, or plans with the family, or I don't really have any big plans for the weekend other than trying to get all of this stuff done. I was going to go down to my parents' beach house, my husband and I, but my niece went down there this weekend, so, which is fine because I have all of this stuff that I need to do. And if I went down there, I would just be laid out in the hammock on the beach, baking. Which is not necessarily a bad thing at this point, because I need some vitamin D. Okay. Now, I keep in a drawer, or it's a stack of drawers over here. I keep all kinds of papers and stuff. I grab these pads at like Dollar Tree, and they are perfect for putting in the journals. So that's what I'm just pulling right now. I'm just pulling some of these. Let's see what we can put in here, because I just want to make sure that, you know, I try to have it packed full of stuff when my customers receive these. So that's all I'm doing. It's just going through, grabbing some of these out. And for the most part, I try to stay in the same color scheme. Sometimes it doesn't work that way, but that's fine. So we have one in there. Let's see. I think this one would look okay. So you guys are seeing how I really do all of this stuff. There is no science behind it, no rhyme or reason. It's just whatever suits my fancy on that day. And that's all that I do. Like I said, I have different things that I try to pull from just to add some variety to it. So when I go off camera, that's probably what I'm doing, is grabbing more papers and stuff. Because I just like to, I don't know, it's fun when you get something like that and it's all full of little goodies. And now there are things that's going to be in here when I ship out that I don't show on camera. So I do like to have that little element of surprise. But I do enjoy putting all this stuff in. It just makes it fun. It definitely adds to it when you get something and it's got all kinds of little goodies in it. And as you can see, like I said, when I find this stuff at Dollar Tree or you know, Walmart or wherever, and it's, you know, they have a good price on it, I go ahead and buy quite a few of them, just so that I can do stuff like this. I'm just looking through this drawer again to try and see what other colors and stuff I may have. Let's put some coffee dyed paper in there too. We'll put that in the back maybe. Let's do a little card, or a little tag or tuck or whatever you want to call it. And I can't remember which one of these is the cutting one. I was going to be smart and just pull out this little thing. Okay, and I'm going to round these corners. Just because it makes it look a little bit more finished. And then I'm going to put that right in there. Okay, let me move some of this stuff out of the way now. This is the other thing. When I do this, I just like, my husband says I explode. So, which does not work too well when you have OCD. But it's how I have to operate. All right. So we have stuff in each one of these pockets now. Here, now I still have to, oh, I bulk that up quite a bit. I'm not liking how bulky that is, but hopefully this will be strong enough to kind of keep it down. Now I do need something to go back here in this pocket. Let's see if I cut that about right there. I'm gonna actually get my good trimmer out. And I'm not really measuring. Well, I'm not measuring at all. Let's see how this will fit. Okay, that fits in there good. So let's trim these corners. Okay, and now one thing I want to do is I want to make a little tab to go on top of that. And so for that, I'm just going to use my little tab punch. And I'm just going to make me a little tab. Just trying to make sure that I leave just a little bit of space at the top so I can have a Alright, so now we have a tab. And now I just want to see where I want to put it. And I use Fabri-Tac almost exclusively. I mean, I do use some of the Barely Arts or Art Glitter occasionally. I don't know, I worry about my, when I send a journal off, I want to make sure that it's going to stick around for a while, that it's not going to come apart. So that's why I don't know. Fabri-Tac is just my go-to, I guess you could say. Okay, so I'm just making sure that's on. And this should be dry enough now. Let's try this. And if it's not thick enough, I'll put it on another piece of the cardstock. Because as thick as I have that pocket and flap, I really need this to hold good. So I'm just cutting out, fussy cutting around where I had glued it onto another piece of cardstock. And let me just see. It may be thick enough. I think I'm gonna put it one more thickness because I think I'll feel more comfortable. So yeah, this is when you see the finished product in my store. This is what I go through to get it there because I'm OCD and I want to, and y'all know I don't craft like most people do. I craft crazy, yeah. Okay, so let me go ahead and slide this in. Okay, and that's okay that sticks out just a little bit. We will be taking care of that. So let's see. Let's put this in here. And again, this is my way of measuring. I'll just get it close to the size I need. And then I just cut it. And then I'm going to round my corners. And I do not ink these journals for the most part because I do want them to be to where the receiver can actually do a lot of that. I want them to be able to really personalize the journal. And so I do always include some extra goodies in there so that they can personalize it. But I just try to keep it, for the most part, I try to keep it relatively plain and simple in this part of the process. Like I said, just mainly because I want the receiver to be able to enjoy decorating and making it their own. Now, I am going to do this. I'm going to trim this down just a little bit. And then I'm going to fold this over. Just like that. Let me find my bone folder. I only have like 50 right here. Okay. And then I am going to do this. And it's going to look like a tag, but it'll have that little hidden journaling spot in it. Okay, so see, that looks like a tag, but they can take it out, flip it open, and they can journal on it. And I do enjoy hiding stuff like that throughout the journal. That is fun to me. And right here, I think I'm actually going to put an envelope. So that'll be some extra journaling spot. Okay, and right here, let's see, this is going to be too long, but it's the same color anyway. And I don't want that, so let's cut another little, let's cut a couple little tags right here. I'm just going to cut a few little pieces off right here. Again, I'm not measuring anything. I'm just cutting some stuff. Okay. And I think this is too long, just barely. So what we can do, we can cut this. I'm gonna try to cut this free-handed. I think I've done okay. We're gonna make this into a little tag as well. I'm just putting it on the corner over here so they halfway match up. Doesn't mean that it's gonna match up, but it's at least halfway. That can go there. Now I need something to go up there. And we can actually fold this like this right here. When I start doing these, I really have no idea how I'm going to decorate or embellish or what have you. I just, as I get in here and start doing it, it just kind of flows and I just go with it. And then we have 1, 2, 3 pockets here. So we can do, let's see, we can do a taller tag. It helps if I actually get the paper trimmer and not the envelope punch board. That's what I was grabbing. Okay, so we can do, let's do this. Yes, I definitely need to invest in one of those corner trumpers, the corner angle thing. to do that because I'm the world's worst at tags. Okay, so we have one there. Let's put... You don't have to do these in the tag shape. I happen to like the tag shape. And you can put anything in there. You know, we've been doing a lot of challenges. Miss E and Melina and Rachel over at Roxy's Creations. And so we've done a lot of challenges. And so you could, this would be a good time to use up some of those items that you've made in your challenge. I just haven't... I do have some. I'm a hoarder though. Like when I make that kind of cute stuff like that, I just want to keep it. Surely I'm not the only one. Alright, so let me put this stuff to the side. And now we need to put the stuff in the pockets. Let me see if this is ready yet, because I need to get this done so I don't forget. So again, I'm just fussy cutting out around where I glued it. And I think it's thick enough now. And I'm just going to glue right there on that bottom edge. I need to put some more glue in here. Okay, so I'm just gluing on that bottom edge so that it will, excuse me, hold that down. And now I'm going to pull this out so that it can dry without having the bulk behind it. Okay, so we have something in that pocket. We have something in that pocket. We do not have anything in that pocket, so let's see, what can we put? We've got the coffee dyed paper that we're going to use in the journal. Let me just see what else I have. I'm trying to pull from the bottom drawer down here. But, oh well. I'm just trying to see what all I got that I can use or want to use. Okay. I do have some glassine paper. I do like to put that in there. That's always fun, having something like that. I love the crinkle sound. This is coffee dyed glassine paper. So I'm just going to cut this in half, or close to half. And if I measured it, I could get it cut in half perfectly, but who wants to measure? Not me. So I'm just going to do the same thing. And then, because I don't need, it needs to be a little shy of half. So I'm just going to cut it about here. And then I'm going to do the same thing right here. Just guessing. Okay, so let's do the same thing with this. The coffee dyed paper. Because I do like to kind of mix it up a little bit when I put the stuff in there. And again, it doesn't need to be quite half because half is too long. So I'm just cutting some off there. And this just gives for extra journaling space. So I'm going to put a piece of coffee dyed paper, or coffee dyed glassine paper, and a piece of coffee dyed copy paper in there. Just slide that in. Okay. And then we have this one here. So let's do a sheet of this. I like the way this looks. I think it matches it pretty good. And we'll stick a piece of coffee dyed paper in there as well. And then we have this back page here. So let's do 2 glassine and 1 coffee. You know, let's just mix it up a little bit. Okay. So we've got that part decorated. So let me clear my desk a little bit. And I just kind of put all of this stuff to the side because a lot of this gets included when I send the journal out. So I'm just trying to move some of the stuff around so I can work, because this journal is almost done. What I need to do now is I need to put the elastic in. And do I want to use a button to keep that closed? Or do I want to use a butterfly? I think a butterfly would be pretty if I have one that matches. Oh, look at that one. There we go. These are just some really cute wooden butterfly buttons. And they're flat, so I love to use them for my closures like this. So all I do is I take my elastic and I go in. Then I stick it through my butterfly. Pull some elastic through. After I get it out from around everything. Then I put it back through the other hole. Like that. And then out through the eyelet. Okay, and I have way too much elastic pulled out that way, so let's pull some of this back in. And I'm just trying to measure to see. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this. All right, and now the next thing I like to do is just to make sure that it doesn't go moving everywhere, is I go ahead and use my Fabri-Tac, and I glue my butterfly down to the back of the page there. And so when I do that, I just get it where I want it. I get it setting where I want it to set, and then I just kind of pull and hold pressure on the elastic for just a few seconds. That way it's just not going all over the place. It's not twisting and turning, and it just gives me a little bit more of a sense of security. And I have put pockets on this back page before, even with the butterfly, and I still may do something. But I love the look of it. So I don't know that I'll do anything there. I just really enjoy the way that it looks. Let me get my napkin because I see some glue. Okay, and I think that's good enough for right now that we can go ahead and work on closing this. And so what I do is I come up here and I go ahead and I tie it. Now it doesn't need to be real tight, but because you're going to add some, you know, as you add bulk into it, it'll pull on that elastic. So we don't need it real tight. And now what I need to do is find some beads that I want to put on here. All right. So I normally like to do, let me get this where I can work. I cannot work. My desk feels junky and messy. And I can't do it. Sorry. I was trying to keep those there because of the glare from the light, but maybe I can put something else there that's not bulky. How's that? Oh, I gotta get my, see, I have to have my work area where I can work. I can't handle it. Okay, now let's try this again. I don't need the buttons anymore. So what I like to do is on the bottom down there, and some of these, they look like they're bigger, but they're not quite big enough for my the elastic that I use. So let me trim this elastic piece a little better. So I try to put, you know, a smaller one if I can. So I'm going to put one of these on each right here to begin with. Okay. And then let's see. You know, I better put this on here because I can just see myself sending that flying all over my desk. Ooh, look at all of these pinks. Okay, so let's pull this one out, and this one out, and maybe this one out. Get us going right now. All right. So now the thing is, in my situation, it's finding ones that will work that has a big enough hole for the elastic to go through, because apparently my elastic is pretty thick. I didn't think it was, but when I start trying to do these, it's pretty thick, and so it don't go through a lot of them. So that's the fun part, because I have such beautiful beads, but I can't use some of them because the hole isn't big enough. Let's see, there's one. We'll use that one. Which, some of these beads, the end part of it, it gets that acrylic or whatever it is kind of mushed up at the end. So you just have to kind of go through and clear it out. I'll put one there. We check the hole. This one looks okay. And then I can put one there. Let's put another one of those little, or should we put something else there? Let's see. Let's put something else there. I'm gonna put one of these little flat round ones or should I say I'm going to attempt to. This is the tedious part that gets me, because I am not good at the tedious stuff like this. But I'll get it eventually. Okay, there's that one. Let's do one more on this side. And you don't have to do this each side the same. You can do them different. It just messes with my OCD, so I just normally I just do them both exactly the same. Okay. Now, do we want to go with that same? Let's see if I have a white one that I can put that has a big enough hole. That's going to be the issue. It looks like it might be, but that doesn't mean anything. Hey, check that out. Let's put another white one on this one. I enjoy doing this. I would enjoy it more if I could see better. But it is what it is, and I have fun doing it, and that's what matters. I'm going to go with another one of those little flat ones. Maybe. And then Shell tries to always tease me about how I could do beading, and shoot. Shell, do you see how much I'm struggling with these? Can you imagine how I struggle trying to do the smaller stuff? No. Nope, nope, nope. I leave all of that beading work to my bestie. She's the one that can do that, not I. I know my limits. And that is just one thing I cannot do. And I'm about to get to just about got this one elastic too short. And especially needing to trim it after each bead. I'm going to be in a mess. See, it would help if I could see. And I am so sorry that this is so tedious and probably not very interesting, but you know, it is the process that I go through to get this stuff done. And I'm sure there are easier ways of doing this. I just don't know them. And this is stressing me. And it's okay, I'm not giving up. Never, 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 never give up. Never, ever. Patience pays off at some point. See? Okay. Now let's go back with one of the, I think I want to go back with one of the whiter pink ones. I'm just checking to make sure that the there we go. Put that through there. And one on this side. Okay, and then I want to finish it off with one of the ones like I done at the top. Same thing here. All right, so I'm gonna tie a knot. And this one I don't have to measure because it's short, so I know that And then the next thing that I do, I tie the one little knot, and then I like to put a little bit of the Fabri-Tac, and then I tie one more knot in it. And that just kind of holds everything together so that my knot doesn't slip out. Because I do not want my knot slipping out after I just went through all that trouble to get those beads on. And there you go. So here we're just going to tie the knot. Get it about where I think I want it. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. And then I'll put the glue. Because I glued my fingers to it just then. So this is probably the smarter and easier way to do it. All right. And then I'm just going to trim that a little bit. All right. And guys, I think this journal is done. So we're going to call this video done. And I will get this listed in my Etsy store. This is the Dusty Rose journal. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful journal. Absolutely love it. You can see it's got the little butterfly, how it's holding back there. Yeah, I love this journal. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I have got 2 more journals I need to get decorated. I need to get this one listed. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Bye, guys.